Hey everybody, and welcome to my N5 series on the SP404 Mark II, where I cover a topic in about 5 minutes. Today I want to talk about the scales that have been added to Chromatic Mode. We'll kind of go over Chromatic Mode a little bit first. So if you take a note, I think that's fine. If you hold Shift and Pad 4, you can get into Chromatic Mode, which allows you to basically play that note, and it will pitch it up and down based on semitones. If you don't know, you can push in the enter button and switch between, right now we're in minor, we got Dorian, Phrygian. They've added Pentatonic Major and Pentatonic Minor. So we've got, just a quick recap, Chromatic, Major, Minor, Dorian, Phrygian, Pentatonic Major, which is new, and Pentatonic Minor, which is also new. So what it's doing is it's highlighting or lighting up the pads that would be in that scale. So if you know what your scale is and you know what your root note is, you're going to be able to play a in tune with other content. And, you know, just play those pads. And you can see the other ones are disabled. So if you try and play them, you're not going to accidentally play a bum note. So this is kind of handy. You know, you can play along with friends. You just have to ask them, like, what is your scale, what's your root note? And just change the root note, you just hold down roll and you rotate the value knob, and you can kind of just start noodling stuff out. And if you want to scroll up and down so you can play higher or lower, go counterclockwise. So rotate this way, we'll move you up the scale. And if you rotate clockwise, it'll move you down. So anyway, yeah, if you don't know chromatic, well, now hopefully you do know a little bit. Now I just want to flip into one other thing that I find a little bit of a bummer is this, that if you don't know, hold Shift, record settings, gets us into the sound generator. And a feature that was added in sound generator is offset. I really hope that Roland will eventually get offset in, but what this does is it allows us to pick where the note is going to show up for the root note. And that's very handy because it allows us just to move around the semitones on the pads and have things a little bit more organized in a way that might look good for you. Because if you go back to chromatic mode, we don't have an offset. So whatever the notes are, that's where their position is going to be on your 16 pads. Like we can't move them around like we can on the sound generator. So again, Shift, record settings. You can see we've got the scales. We can go pentatonic, major, or minor. We can get our note and select which one we want. And it is good to know that this root note, this note that's showing up in white, is actually the real root note, so that you would know what your root note is. And then you know that the blue ones are higher, and the purple ones are lower. And again, if we go to offset, we can shift it. It's just moving one at a time, and it's changing its position for all the other notes. Super handy. I wish both of these things were in chromatic, because if we go into chromatic, you can see we don't have a white note. So you just know it's going to be that first blue note is probably, it's either the first one, blue, or last purple is likely to be the one that's going to be your root note. So you just have to know kind of where it lands. Roland, please highlight the root note white, and please give us offset so we can kind of shift things around. Super appreciated. Anyway, hope this helps you guys out. Thanks for stopping by. Keep making music. Keep having fun. Remember, if it sounds good, it is good. And peace.